guys, what's up? Mark here.
And Wes, and this is Trash Talk E314 Subarc.
Okay, we're going over a really cool game today, and it's one that I'm really excited for. LittleBigPlanet 3. I gotta say, when I first watched the PlayStation E3 conference, I was taken aback. I was not expecting that at all. They had just gone over, I forget which game, and I was really like, okay, it's really interesting and really cool. And then right after, they didn't even go into like someone on stage talking about it. It was more just like, boom, LittleBigPlanet 3, and I was like, oh my god. The crowd actually, when I was watching, went pretty wild for it. So it's been, what, when did LittleBigPlanet 2 come out?
I don't remember. It did come out for the PS3. It might have been one of the launch games for the PS3.
Well, what about LittleBigPlanet 1? That was for the PS3.
Oh, okay, that might have been a launch game for it.
LittleBigPlanet 2 probably came out, like, I would say maybe a year or two afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
And,
So, okay, you have it? The game?
I do not have it, but I have experienced it a little bit. I have played LittleBigPlanet 2 at my friend's house once or twice, and I have played it. It's a really cool game.
Yeah.
But I don't know really enough of it to give a real good understanding
from
of
the
it.
experience part of it.
Yeah, from experience.
I can probably talk a little bit more. I also played at a friend's house before actually buying it myself. So I guess just a little quick recap for maybe those who may not know. LittleBigPlanet is a game where you can create your own little levels and such, and your little character, whose name is Sackboy, you can customize him or her if you can make him a little girl character as well. So it's like Sack Girl. And the first one really is where you can play through like a little story mode, and it's not that much of really a story mode, but I don't know. You can really just play through levels, getting collectibles and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it also likes to toy with the fact that there's certain planes to the levels, like the little dimensions, I guess. So you can be on one plane and walking around, and then you can say there's like a part of like you're not supposed to get by, or like a cliff you have to get past. You can actually hit like down on the control pad or something to go to like another little plane a little bit closer to the screen, I guess, and continue your journey from there. And so you're like you're in front of the little background parts. So it likes to mess with that little idea. It's really cool.
And then I think in LittleBigPlanet 2 you can like create your own little maps and all that.
Yeah, and maybe in that one. Well, I think you can do that in LittleBigPlanet 1 if my memory serves me right.
But I know that you can create your own little maps and then like share them with your friends and have them play it.
In LittleBigPlanet 2 you can do that.
So like Project Spark.
Kind of, yeah. And so that comes right back in LittleBigPlanet 3, along with 4-player co-op, which I think is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So they introduced 3 new characters. They introduced Oddsock, who's this little sack dog. Who can wall jump to get to certain areas that no other characters kind of could. You got Toggle, who is this big dude who can actually, kind of like, I think it's Tiny Kong from Donkey Kong 64, he can change sizes and get to areas that way. And then there's Swoop, who's a little sack bird. And you can carry other players to other areas or objects around as well. So that's pretty freaking cool. And they showed off some gameplay of it, and they also showed a little bit of what I think is like a little mini trailer, not like a full-blown, like I think like a minute-long, two-minute-long trailer. But just from what they've shown so far, I think it's really cool. It's going to look really innovative, and probably build over, like, you know, or build up more of what LittleBigPlanet 2 put on the table right there. So is there anything else you kind of wanted to add about it?
Well,
graphics amazing.
Graphics are amazing.
That's a given.
No Conquer.
No Conquer.
So I don't think I can really add anything to it. I have played Little Big Planet. I think it's a cute little game. And there's a lot of stuff you can do with it.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can build upon that. And so
it's just looking like a straight up sequel right now, as far as
yeah.
I'm aware. There's not. Sorry, I don't know how short this video will be. It's not. There's not too much to go on right now because it's more of a tease than like a. Okay, here's how it is. Here's what you do.
So yeah, we'll probably do a revamped video of this to bring you guys more info.
Or even an update at the end of Arc 3 maybe. So we'll see how that goes.
All right. So for right now, expectations.
Expectations. Since okay, I haven't played and I don't own Little Big Planet 2. But I do have the first one. I have played it. I'm not sure how very far I got into it. So as you can tell, I'm not a huge, overwhelming Little Big Planet fan. But I do really like the game. And from what I've seen since like I said, they showed gameplay. The controls look to be the same as the last two. The visuals, we just said them. So there's a lot more you can do now with the other additional characters. So what I'm wondering is if you're doing this one player, if you can switch between those 4 characters, if you say need them for certain things, like will it be like Mario 3D World where you can choose what character before you enter a world or a level, or how does that work? Do you think it'll be more like New Super Mario or Mario 3D World?
I don't know. I think how I think it's gonna go is that you play as one character, but if you have to reach like a certain spot, you can like switch between them on the fly.
Oh, like the Lego games?
Yeah, like the Lego games. Like
okay.
Yeah. So hopefully they do that, just to make it a little bit more easier.
Yeah.
For that kind of stuff. And then like if you're like playing 4-player, then
there you go, right there with.
Then
the
there you go. Like yeah, then there you go with that.
Yeah.
And then expectations go. Hope that you get a lot of customization stuff to do with like levels, like in Project Spark, and just stuff like that. So, with that being said, now we go on to our final verdicts.
Final verdicts. This is like a quick episode. Final verdicts. I have to give it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, now that goes for both experience in the first game. Haven't even experienced the second game, but I know that the second builds off the first, and I'm assuming the third, even from what it just looks like from the gameplay and stuff, builds off the second. So for the experience, of course, this is one I will get once I get a PS4. I'm also going to buy the second one, so I'll have the whole collection right there, and I'm really hoping that it just turns out really good. So. 4 out of 5. What's your verdict?
Alright, I'm gonna have to go with also a 4 out of 5. I have experienced the second game. I haven't really experienced the first, so Inverse of Marcello.
Yeah.
So I have experienced the gameplay from 2. And it's a fun game, and I hope it continues to be fun. But I haven't really been too invested in the game enough.
Yeah.
To give it a 5 out of 5, but again, I already have a PS4, so this is a game I will buy.
Also, real quick before we sign off,
when it comes out. So
before we sign off, I just thought this right now. A point I wanted to make. I think in Little Big Planet 2, not only can you create your own like levels, like side-scroller levels, but as far as I know, I think Cat Icarus, which I'll link down below, did a top 10 favorite Little Big Planet thing. Like levels, custom-made levels. I think you can actually kind of make your own genre of games. Like you can make them a shooter, like a top-down Space Invaders-esque kind of shooter. I think you can make like a racing game. Like, and there are, which we did not exactly mention in our Project Spark Redux. You can even kind of do that in Project Spark, and that's really cool. That's really innovative. And I think they're going to bring those kinds of concepts back into Little Big Planet 3, but again, build off of what 2 laid down on the table. So I really hope to see that. That'll be another expectation.
Alright, so
yeah.
So let's hope they don't have Conqueror or another strange, obscure character.
Return for Little Big Planet.
Or a Saxonic.
Saxonic? Oh my
that
God.
kind of obscure character.
That'd
so
be funny.
as long as they don't have that,
they're not gonna do that. Come on.
and I'm pretty sure Sony won't. We'll be fine, and Little Big Planet will be, I think, a good game. And with that being said, I'm Wes.
I'm Mark.
And this was Trash Talk.
Yep. See you guys soon again for another E3 video.